So here I would really like to show you guys the process, how I'm seeing things, how I'm thinking. So I would always choose the stairs as you saw. I will try to look for textures like colors. So here we have the blue door, the wall, the perspective. And as I mentioned, the stairs are really nice because it's really easy to pose the person because one knee goes up and another one is going down. So here it's a little bit slower video of the posing where you can have a look and you're always leaning forward. Here I had some very sunny days, so then of course I was trying to lean a little bit forward so that my face is not in a shadow. And when you lean forward, you always look a little bit slimmer because when you lean backward, sometimes you have a double chin or things like that. And that's why in the posing is actually really, really important. For women, it's really elegant, when you're putting your feet, one above each other. For this particular pose, I chose this power pose, this a little bit, like a very confident and open and straightforward. That's also working really nicely with these stair shots. And around me, later, I will also, in the post, I decided to remove some details because I found it a little bit distracting to have all these colors. And the shot I chose was this one, like this power pose, just straightforward, looking straight into the camera. And here's before and after. So as you see, I removed some colors from the walls, I cropped the stairs and prolonged it, and on the left side I also removed some bars. Going forward, the wall, the blue door and perspective, and also this square glass wall. These shots I chose to do next. So basically that's my little planning, right? Let's start with the blue door. So I found the color like really nice and vivid, and I took some shots here. It's a little bit overexposed on a corner, but you can always, I thought it's quite artistic, so I just dimmed it a little bit, but I didn't remove it completely. I made the colors a little bit more vivid, of course, and I think it's quite a nice shot. I also got rid of the handle. And then it becomes like a really cool background overall, right? And here is the posing sequence as well. So, the shoulders are always talking, leaning slightly forward. The back, I also had some shots with the back next to the door. Again, turning around, it's the same poses as you might find in my previous 3 poses that I use for each and every shoot, right? For this shot as well, I decided to try my ring light that is clips on the phone itself. I found other ring flashes quite demanding space-wise and really uncomfortable to carry around. And so I bought this really tiny one. If you want a link, let me know. I will send it to you. And it's quite cute and quite powerful, and it also has these like flickering options, which I think maybe is nicer for the videos. And as you will see, I just wanted to see if it really gives this reflection in my eye, and it did because the day was quite sunny, but I still wanted to have like these little glimpses in my eyes, and so I used it. I clipped it on my camera, and then I continued with it. So you see at the beginning it was even too much light. For these like a really portrait shots, I also like to use just portrait mode because it actually makes the skin quite soft, and usually it doesn't really need any editing after all. So as you see here, I'm just seeing if the ring light is visible, and it is visible. And so it was quite a nice option to try as well with the portrait mode, you see. So the skin is quite soft and beautiful, and I have this little glimpse in my eyes from this ring flash. And the skin looks really even always with this, and what I like about it that it blurs the background. So basically it's really not much to be done in the portrait like that, although you will see what I did. I actually liked one picture when I am kind of pointing with my pointy finger, but then I didn't really, my hand looked bigger because it came first. What comes first to the camera looks bigger, so then I just decided to remove my finger. Well, as a, you can find the shots and nice places, but as a photographer, I have advantage of the Photoshop knowledge as well. So the second one was a perspective one. I love these perspective ones because you can also take some videos, for stories, and it always looks really nice and is dynamic and it's engaging, and I really find it really nice, and for pictures and for videos. So with this one, I liked how the lines go kind of in the back, and then it's kind of framing, framing the subject, which is me, of course, in this case. So for this one, again, I chose, a little bit similar posing as usual, left, turning right, finding the best light, the best angles, shoulder a little bit towards my chin, elbow also bended, otherwise you don't really see the curves. And I chose this one. I made it a little bit brighter, so you will see a before and after as well. Here's the before and after one. So as you see, I prolonged the wall with the doors a little bit. Of course, I edited my face. I can see little dots from sitting on the stairs, some dust or something. It's okay. So that was my final shot that I chose. And I also really love this brick wall because I found it quite interesting and quite scruffy. And these shots with a lot of white is nice if you want to put the text. And also it really works well as a reflector itself because it's white. And so basically it's reflecting the light on you. As you see here, also with the portrait mode, you have like a different options, and sometimes I use that as well. Because again, it kind of just really makes everything really look perfect, and I like that. I mean, I like that. It's enchanting a little bit. So I chose pose from a side. I liked it most, and when I'm not really looking into the camera. So this was this one. I of course saturated a little bit the colors, and I rotated it a bit. So here you can see in the before and afters basically how, some little changes that I've done. And I like enchanting pictures. I feel like for me it sparks creativity. It's kind of like this finishing touch. And sometimes when photographing, I already know what I will be doing, with that image when, in the post. These are also, just posing sequences, and then we are moving to this little glass glass wall, little from squares of glass. And I made this image. I prolonged a little bit that glass wall. I retouched my face a little bit, and I kind of find it like a really interesting background overall. It gives this a little bit urban look and feel and vibe. And I really, I like this portrait quite a lot. It was really great light. And again, I'm always trying to choose these, various backgrounds, so then you have a little bit of a different, different looks in a same location. So coming back to all the shots, the blue wall looks amazing. The glass wall kind of gives a little bit of a, a different urban feel. I would also, try to put the hair up, hair down, maybe take different, jewels, same as I suggested in the previous chapters, right? And if you don't have it, then it's just drop me in DM and I will send it to you. The stairs, I always would choose perspective. And I would also have, maybe a little jacket or a little cap, that you can put on and off. Basically, can you imagine, even here, my hair is already on one side, and how different it looks. So experiment, good luck, stay creative, stay tuned.